Mark, let's start with a brief overview of that bank holiday weekend. 6 points from 6. How are you and the lads feeling?
Well, it couldn't have gone any better for us, in all honesty. Difficult away tie initially, and obviously I missed that one, but the lads coped with that great, as I knew Frankie and Gav would, in terms of looking after the team while I was away. But yeah, came back in Monday. Quick turnaround, big ask for everybody at National League level, but we coped really, really well, looked strong, finished the game really, really well in terms of our energy and our levels that we were able to produce, and clearly won 5-0, which is a great result for everybody.
How have the lads come through that period? How are they feeling generally?
Well, wins obviously give you a boost. Everybody comes in with a smile on the face, very little negativity at the moment, but there's always that proviso and line that you have to make sure they understand, is that you can't get complacent. You've got to be at that level every single time if it's all possible, and if we keep doing the right things and keep approaching the games as we have done in the opening 5 games, then we'll do okay this year, but it's about maintaining the levels that we need to.
Obviously, after a period like that, it was important the lads had a couple of days off, which they have had. Returned to training today. How was that?
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, it was important that we give them a break. It was a tough weekend. Yeah, Saturday, Monday isn't what you normally face. Saturday, Tuesday is bad enough sometimes when you've got a lot of travelling to undertake, which we certainly have this year. But yeah, usually a 2-day game time usually only occurs around Christmas time, so we've done it in August, so yeah, a little bit unusual, but coped with it, which was the encouraging thing, and most importantly we got 6 points, which was the best we could hope for.
I think it was only Harvey that missed out from the Saturday for Monday's game. Is it fair to say that, you know, we'd go reasonably unchanged again going into this weekend?
Well, you would say so, but I may well have some up my sleeve. But yeah, we looked at giving Harvey a little bit of a break, because I think it's important that we recognise, although he did have a pre-season at Morecambe, it was a little bit fragmented, and maybe what the pre-season that he did have certainly wasn't no detriment to Morecambe, obviously given their circumstances, but it wouldn't have been as intense and at the level that we pushed the players in pre-season. So he was lacking a little bit, and we were throwing him into games, so we just got to a point where we thought we're best served just give him a break, but he's good to go at the weekend.
I think it's fair to say that, you know, the goals take the headlines. You look at Regan's hat-trick on Monday, but how pleased are you with Gabe, with Terrell, with Bevis, who's come in as well?
Yeah, all the guys are doing really well. I think they're sparking off each other at the moment. Everybody's enjoying playing. Everyone's looking forward to the games. We're at that point where we expect to do well. I think that's the reality of it, and that hasn't always been the case in the recent past. So we're in a good place at the moment, but the key from our point of view is just that we maintain how we're performing, how we're undertaking the games against decent enough opposition. It's important that we keep on putting points on the board, and if we continue to do that, then we'll go very close this year. But it's still only days. What are we, 5 games in? It's a long goal season, as we all know and understand.
But Jack Ellis in midfield, obviously normally a defender. Do you think he's almost helped solidify things and strengthen things at the back for us?
Well, I think Jack has got a lot of qualities that lend themselves to being a good midfield player. I think I'm right in saying he probably early part of his academy career he was a midfield player, so he has a good understanding of the role anyway. Obviously, as he's got older, he's been moved around, and people have looked at him as a full-back, as I have. He can do a job alongside centre-halves as well, so that versatility is a good thing for him as a young player. But I just think the qualities that he's got in terms of being able to get around the pitch and a little bit of physicality as well, which I wanted to introduce to the midfield areas this year. He has those qualities, so that's why he was given the opportunity, and you have to say he's taken it with both hands.
Looking ahead to Saturday, Sutton, what kind of test do you expect from them?
Yeah, it'll be difficult. I remember going down there. It's a bit of a trek, as most trips are this year. But yeah, it's a long way to go down and play. But yeah, I remember going there with previous clubs, and it was always a difficult place to go. They will ask questions of you. Their points total isn't as high probably as they'd hoped, but you have to factor in they've played a lot of the top sides, are the ones that I think everybody assumes will be in or around the top positions. So it's probably a false position given what they've got. It's just that they've gone up against arguably the stronger teams in the league right at the beginning. So I fully expect them to have a good season. I think they're good enough to do that, but it's up to us to perhaps push if there's any negativity in terms of their performance levels. Notwithstanding they've gone up against good teams, then we have to be in a position to do that and ask questions of them.
Mentioned it on Monday after the game that there'll be no complacency going into this one. What has been the message to the lads on that front?
As you said, yeah, we've got ourselves into a position where we're happy with a beginning of a new season in a new league. That was the key. We needed to start well, and thankfully we have done up to a point. So, but very, very early at the moment. So we're pleased, certainly on the back of Monday's performance and the manner of the performance. I think that was the key. It could have been even more significant in terms of goals, but we'll take 5.
How important did that feel at home, getting such a big victory, looking ahead to home fixtures we have coming up?
Well, it's important for everybody, just for the goodwill around the club. I think everybody is really excited where we are at the moment, and having good commanding performances at home obviously lends itself to that feeling. So yeah, we just got to maintain it, a consistent level, a level that opposing teams will struggle with at Brunton Park, and if we do that, then the ground and the fan base that we've got is going to be a real positive for us. We've just got to keep our levels high. Finally,
we say it all the time, we'll be backed by close to 500 as it stands on Saturday. What's your message to them?
Well, we're on a good run at the moment, and hopefully there's more to come. Difficult fixture, and we accept that at times we'll come under pressure as the away team, but I think we're all looking forward to each and every game that we play at the moment, and that's a good position to be in.